Welcome back, and now we're going to watch Oleg Tochtarov, the Russian Bear, versus Ryoushi Yanagisawa. Now, Josh, the Russian Bear, it might be his Pancrase debut, but he was the UFC 6 champ. He has a pretty impressive resume.
Yeah, he showed a lot of heart and determination in his fights in the UFC. He fought greats like Tank Abbott and Dan Severn, the ultimate champion. No slouch here is Tochtarov, and in the UFC, he's also shown a real propensity towards the submissions and the leg game in particular, which is very popular within Pancrase.
And let's see how his game transitions into Pancrase.
Oleg Tochtarov versus Ryoushi Yanagisawa.
Now, the Russian Bear, Tochtarov, has also trained with the Shamrocks like Vernon White.
Yeah. Oleg, coming from a Sambo background, actually later on would spend a lot of time in a pro boxing gym and thought about starting a career as a pro boxer, but at this point you could pretty much call him a straight grappler.
Oleg going for the takedown, unsuccessful, and now Yanagisawa throwing the kicks, and it looks like Oleg, his body's almost out of the ring.
Eating shotes and high kicks is Tochtarov from Yanagisawa. Nice single leg takedown by Oleg, getting this match to the mat where hopefully he can display some of those Sambo skills that have given him the success in the UFC.
And I think he just tried to choke Yanagisawa there. Not legal. The referee's probably going to give him a card for that.
Yeah, it's not allowed to use your thumbs to choke like, I don't know, the serial killer choke, whatever you'd like to refer to it.
And he's been deducted 1 point. As you see, there's a cut open on Oleg's head. As we move along the fight, this fight back on the ground.
Yanagisawa getting attacked on his leg by Tochtarov here, but they are very close to the ropes. Tochtarov might not have the sense to bring them closer into the ring as they are restarted on their feet.
And Tochtarov has to be frustrated with that restart. He had Yanagisawa's ankle right there. And this actually, no, is not a restart. It's because the match is over. The 15-minute time limit is up, and the winner is Ryoushi Yanagisawa via points. And Josh, it looks like that choke move that Oleg did cost him big time.
You really can't say, hey, I was unfamiliar. When you step into this environment, when you step into the ring, you always got to be aware of the rules. And really, that's just a stupid mistake to make on the part of someone like Oleg Tochtarov, who is such an accomplished veteran. But I, for one, would like to have seen how that match would have turned out without that sort of a mistake.
And now Oleg has also gone Hollywood. You might have seen him on Alias and Bad Boys 2. Now, Josh, if someone with the nickname the Russian Bear can make it in Hollywood, then someone with the nickname the Babyface Assassin should have no trouble doing the same.
Or, perhaps even the Wooinator.
I will do a couple skits and we'll send our tapes out.
Why not?
All right, our next fight pits Jason Delucia versus Osami Shibuya.
Jason Delucia versus Osami Shibuya.
Ranked number 5 at the time is Delucia, and Shibuya hoping to just knock on the door of the top 10 ranking.
And Shibuya is 3-7-1, not a very impressive record. Lost his last fight versus Frank Shamrock as we move ahead in this bout. Both fighters on the ground, Shibuya on top.
Shibuya working a bit of a choke there and getting caught in a side choke off of his, while Delucia is on his back, was Shibuya. I don't think you really ever saw that coming.
And Shibuya has to grab the rope, gets deducted a point as we move ahead in the fight. Shibuya is still on top.
Delucia there working the choke again. A very basic choke, wrapping around the neck and then feeding the other arm inside and jamming the knuckles into the throat.
And that forces Shibuya to grab the rope again. He's been deducted 2 points. Then Jason Delucia so far dominating this fight.
Finding success with that choke is Delucia. Let's see if he can continue to find success with it as he takes Shibuya's back off of a failed takedown attempt.
Very good defense by Delucia as Shibuya came in. And now he is in a very favorable position. What does Shibuya have to do to get out of this, Josh?
Well, he's got to get that arm from around his face, period, because as Delucia starts locking down for that sleeper choke, he's got to control that hand. He's got to keep the chin down. And once he can establish hand control, then he's going to get one of those hooks out from inside his thigh and then try to roll inside Delucia's legs and landing on top in the guard, or maybe even dive roll through and catch an ankle for a total.
And it looks like Delucia had that chokehold, and Shibuya is deducted another point. That's 3. He only has 2 left. He has to step his game up, Josh.
Bit of a marathon for Delucia as he's getting lost point after lost point against Shibuya.
And this fight is over. It goes to the limit. Shibuya does hang on, but he loses via a decision. And Jason Delucia, curse or no curse, looked very good out there.
Yeah, his ground game was really on fire against Shibuya, and it looked like Delucia was really able to read his opponent and see where he was making mistakes, capitalized on it by getting 3 rope escapes.
And next, we're going to see the debut of August Smeisel against Masakatsu Funaki. Now, I'm not sure who set this matchup, but do you think August has any idea what he's getting into?
The only thing I can say is that August Smeisel has created a little bit of a cult following in some of the followers of Pancrase.
All right, let's see what the fuss is all about.
Masakatsu Funaki versus August Smeisel.
Smeisel is a native of Austria, trained in judo and wrestling. This is his debut fight, and as you can see, Josh, he is a lot of man, 6'5", 298.
He's quite the beast. Maybe this is as he beckons Funaki to kick him once more.
Funaki so far dominating Pancrase, a 21-5 record.
Taking on the relative newcomer here in Smeisel. Smeisel with a pro wrestling background in Austria, making his first mixed martial arts debut fight here in Pancrase against the ace himself, Funaki.
And Funaki comes in with a right kick, left kick. Smeisel, he's got to put up some defenses here.
Well, at least the one thing he can say is that he's not really been hit flush yet, and with his size and bulk and strength, it seems as though some of these kicks aren't really able to do as much damage as Funaki would have hoped.
And Funaki, very experienced, so he is in no rush. And a nice left kick by Funaki, and Smeisel goes down. He does get back up. The ref will give him an 8 count. He says he's okay and will continue. He's deducted 1 point, but he has 4 more left.
Maybe it's maybe now that Smeisel has realized that, you know, after getting that knockdown and getting back up, he's behind in this fight. He's going to turn it up, and we're going to see some Smeisel time.
I think he's finally realizing what Pancrase is all about, and it just might be a little too late. He already stepped in the ring. And a takedown, and Smeisel actually got the takedown looking very nice there. I don't think...
Going for the headlock is Smeisel, maybe now getting his back taken by Funaki. Smeisel maybe looking for an ankle, controlling the hands. I'm sure Smeisel would love to get a reversal in this position, get on top, and maybe work to apply one of his signature Smeisel locks.
And Funaki looks like he might be trying to go for the sleeper hold down there on Smeisel.
Lifting the chin and inserting the arm is Funaki. Smeisel in deep trouble.
I think he's got that locked in, and he does. August Smeisel taps out. I'm not sure. And now he knows what he got himself into. Masakatsu Funaki wins the fight. A very excited 2-1 in the first round via a sleeper choke. And not exactly the toughest opponent, but hey, you take every win as if they come.
I know, and at this point, who knows? Maybe August Smeisel would have been the new king of Pancrase. You have to give everybody an opportunity to show their skills in the ring, and someone like the Smeiselator shouldn't be discounted.
And unfortunately, we will see no more of the Smeiselator, as this was his only fight. And Funaki, a nice somersault. He seems to be doing that after every fight. Josh, what do you like seeing more? The root and jump after a win, or the Funaki somersault?
Well, I think it'd be pretty cool if we could see Rutan hit the root and jump and Funaki do the somersault
together
between his legs as he goes over, and then maybe land in a pose or something.
And August Smeisel, now he knows what he got into. August, September, October, November. I don't think there is a right time to fight Masakatsu Funaki.
He's going to be incredibly tough for even a veteran of the sport. Someone like a complete newcomer like Smeisel, it's a tough task to step up to. But I guess that just says something about Smeisel himself, and who knows? Maybe Smeisel's out there competing, and we just don't know about it. Maybe,
but not likely. All right, our next fight, Masakatsu Funaki, as you know, is a co-founder of Pancrase. After the break, we're going to see the other co-founder, Minoru Suzuki.